Hi, welcome back. It's been a long time, 2 weeks. A little bit more than 2 weeks because I have bad news. But first, the intro. I don't know what the intro is, but let's do it. Welcome back to Until the Tea is Cold. Today I'm drinking a mint tea. I know that there are many people that don't like minty things or mint flavored things. I am not one of them. I actually really like mint things, tea, candy, ice cream. I don't know what else there is like that's mint like, but I usually enjoy minty things. So why not enjoy a tea with you today? And in today's episode, we are going to talk about dreams and nightmares. Unlike the last episode in which we talked about achievements, we're going to talk about dreaming and the weirdest or most bizarre dreams that we have ever had. I have a Reddit post in which I asked what was your worst slash best dream, and I had two responses because it wasn't pretty popular, I guess. But who knows? I have my stories to share, and as always, we are gonna do it until my tea is cold. Today I'm drinking from a tiny cup, so maybe the episode is gonna be shorter, but the water is hotter, so who knows? This podcast episode is gonna be late because my computer broke and I'm gonna have to fetch it tomorrow. So you are gonna see this within 2 days from now, which is Sunday, so on Tuesday. Anyway, let's keep going. So our first comment says that he usually dreams about a black, long legs and red eyes that always stares at him. That sounds pretty awful. A weird dream and maybe a weirdish nightmare. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, it's a nice tea. I actually really like it. And the other comment we have here is just the worst nightmare. It's about kidnapping and torture and a lot of really, really scary stuff. So I'm not gonna read it because it's just really, really long. It's a whole story. You can check it out on the post. I'm gonna be sure to link it in the description down below so you can read it for yourself. So we have those two comments. We're doing it pretty quick because I wanna do a lot of stuff and talk about a lot of stuff, and I have little time. So my weirdest nightmare or most terrible nightmare was one where there were zombies. I was in my grandfather's house. I used to sleep in their bedroom because I was scared of sleeping alone in that house. So I just slept by his bed, and I remember waking up and thinking that it was really weird that I woke up in the middle of the night. I was also with my cousin and I actually was with my two. Yeah, I was with, I think, two of my cousins. I can remember well, but one of them was older than us, and they were just these really bizarre and deformed, purplish skinned zombies outside, just like William Afton, I guess, from FNAF. But before I knew what FNAF was, or I think even before FNAF existed, because I was like 7 years old, and we walked into the living room, and they were just breaking into the walls, just like crashing it and breaking the door and smashing the windows, ripping open from the walls. So we ran into the kitchen and we slammed the door. And I remember just the zombies trying to get through that and just one arm being stuck there, scratching the air. And my bigger cousin, like the oldest and the tallest, just grabbed and slammed that door, but in the process got like scratched in the arm and the face. And we were like really worried because he was going to turn into one. And I remember that after that they started breaking through the door. I was like literally crying and just really, really desperately calling for help, and nobody came. And I woke up, and everything was fine, but it was really scary. That one was one of my worst nightmares ever. Just I remember how awful I felt and how scared I was. I just didn't want to go back to sleep again. I wanted to just stay awake, but also staying awake was kind of terrifying. I can't think about my best dream, like the best dream I ever had, because I usually don't dream or I don't remember dreaming, except when they're nightmares. Those I remember very vividly. So it's weird. Let me think. Let me think about a really nice dream that I had, because I don't want to talk about only nightmares because that would be just no good. I remember I remembered another nightmare actually. Um, I remember a nightmare that I had where. Have you ever heard the phrase that if you die in a dream, you die in real life? Well, I did die in a dream and I'm still alive, so I don't know how that works. But I remember just we were working at an office in like the 70th floor with a friend, and these guys with jetpacks just broke through the windows and started just threatening everybody. They wanted the money that we had in the office. That it wasn't much, but they still wanted. And I managed to knock one guy out and just grab his jetpack. And I remember telling my friend, just grab to me, like just hug me, and we'll jump out of the window and fly out from here. And I was super confident that I knew how to fly one of those things. And we jumped and we started falling. And then I realized that I didn't know how to just fly a jetpack. And we just, boom, slammed into the sidewalk. And I remember like my last thought was, oh shit. And then I died. And I remember I died and everything was black and I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up until 5 minutes later. And I woke up, it was really early, like 6 in the morning. And I just remember walking out of my bedroom really traumatized, going down the stairs and saying hi to my dogs and drinking some water and thinking that I never wanted to sleep again because I just died in a dream and it felt so real. But also, I think one of the best dreams I ever had where I was in a candy shop and I could eat all the candy that I wanted and I started stuffing my pockets with candy. This was when I was really young also. And I started eating it too. And yeah, that was it. That's a really short, nice dream. But I can't think of about a nice dream, which is weird because, well, also reasonable, I guess, or just, no, well, not reasonable, but it's just logical, or it's just the way it is, because we usually tend to keep the bad stuff with us and forget about the nice stuff. So I guess nightmares make more of an impact in our lives than good dreams, which is weird enough. But oh my god, I can't remember about a genuinely nice dream that I had, which is worrying. What I remember is I had a dream where I wrote like a riddle about, I don't know, I can't remember. And I woke up the next day thinking about that riddle and I sat down and write it. It wasn't very good, but it was a dream riddle. It's kind of magical in its own way. So, yay for me. Well, I'm running out of tea now because it's really tiny. It's still kind of hot. This got me thinking that about dreams and just, it's weird how I don't remember a lot of them. I just remember the sensation sometimes and only that feeling, or that good or bad feeling. It depends. Is there a reason for why we remember and sometimes don't? Because I want to know. Let me check it out. Let's see. Why do we remember our dreams? Basically, the theory suggests that dreams occur when our brain is processing information, eliminating the unnecessary stuff, and moving important short term memories in our long term memory. So, people who recall dreams may have a difference in their ability to memorize things in general. Huh, look at that. Imaginative people are more likely to have vivid dreams during sleep and remember them when they wake up. Researchers say almost every human dreams several times a night, but the average person only remembers dreaming about half the time. So I am the average person. I do consider myself very creative when it comes to writing and creating stuff, but I'm not as creative as I thought. Well, anyways, the teacup is now empty. I finished the tea. I usually finish it after I record because it gets cold. So, anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye, memento frui, and let me know down in the comments below what was your last dream about, or your last nightmare, or your worst or best dream. Just, I wanna know everything because I find dreams fascinating. A sort of, I don't know, something maybe from a fantasy world, kind of. Anyways, guys, now for real, I must say goodbye. Have sweet dreams if you are going to sleep, or a nice morning if you are waking up. And I'll see you on the next one. Memento Frui.